Hi everyone and welcome to this video playlist all about your sign. Each week I'll be revealing 3 more pairs of your spread, so that's 7 weeks of content. Join me each week for the next part. And so, in this spread we have what's going on with you. This is the physical, the emotional and the intellectual side. And up here we have the spiritual, which I won't be revealing until next time. So let's get started with you. Okay, we left off on the point of saying, if you are feeling that you are in some way feeling shortchanged within relationships, and we've got the lovers here and we've got the relationship card up here, all of these things, justice by the way is Libra, and Libra is the house of relationships. Okay, so what we've got going on here is you've got to look at yourself. Okay, you've got to be really truthful, because we've got the Seven of Swords. The Devil is a card of temptation. The Seven of Swords is telling us you want to run away. Put the two together and what do we have? You're tempted to run away because you're not facing things, okay? Perhaps you have now, perhaps because of your last part of your reading, you are starting to say, well, actually, I don't want to run away. And you've got more swords going on here, haven't you? Look, we've gone from 10 down to 9, down to 7. So it's getting a lot better as we're progressing. I'm really pleased to see, look what we've got up here. We've got the Ace of Swords coming in here. Okay, so, and that's come up as you. Strength, okay? Strength is Leo's card. Lovely Leo, here we are. You've got a new idea. Brilliant. And that's come up in your thinking. That's the house of thinking in the spread. So, by looking at things differently and thinking in a different way, and I feel that this way has took a lot of courage. It's also about you looking inwardly. Your strength's coming from inside. It's not so much a physical strength. It can't be. We're in the house of intellect here, a mental sort of capacity. And the Sword family is all to do with our thoughts. So everything here is saying your thinking's changed and you have become so brave and courageous. And that's come from the inward courage that's inside of you, to actually say you're wanting to cut from what is not good enough for you. Now, this is the emotions here. It also links to the influences of those around you. And that suggests that in the position of your emotions, there is a healing going on. We've got the Star card here. But we've also got the Two of Pentacles. What does that mean? We're weighing things up, you know, like a seesaw, going up and down. What are we weighing up here? You know, are we trying to get balance like we are up here with the scales and feeling that that's not happening at all, and we can see that that's not happening? Or are we actually saying, you know, balance and harmony comes from your community? Because the Star card is very much about what's out there and what's going on. Okay, this is your social life, okay? Social life, social media, all right? It doesn't have to be those in your community that you see in person in your neighbourhood anymore. This is our card of social media. So the influences here can actually make you weigh things up and look at things in a different perspective. Take your time, no rush, okay? And it can feel as if the other person is actually making you look at your fears. Good. Because in actual fact, you're fine, okay? Anything to do emotions running high with the worry of finance, look, you've got a couple of months to sort things out. If there is something here that you need to pay attention to, you've got a couple of months. Go beyond that, and yes, you may be looking at having to actually put your hand out and be the one that's asking rather than the one that's giving, as this card is showing. You know, I actually want to show you that a little bit more, okay? You know, up to you. I would suggest here that what's going on with you is there is a fear of taking help from others And I think that comes in emotionally, I think it comes into your finances, and I think it comes to the emotional advice of others. Look, if that's how it feels, don't worry, okay? Be independent, but don't keep coming up with this one here, which is, I'm not looking at things properly. Can't deal with it all on your own. Sometimes we all need a little bit of help and support, you know, and I feel that that's relevant here. I'd like you to weigh everything up. I'd like you to be in balance. I feel the cards are telling you you're going through a massive healing, and your social media is going to help you. Now, this could be to do with making new friends. It could be to do with being part of politics in your area. It's the social sort of aspects of your life where you are mixing and blending and healing, and maybe taking on some new hobbies, things that you're interested in. It also feels to me as if you're gaining a balance, okay? And this can actually suggest that there could be a position that is part-time around you. This could be work. It indeed could be something that you want to represent on a part-time basis. You know, standing up for maybe a group or a community that you're prepared to do just for the short term, okay? So I really like this. I want you to pay attention to your social skills with others. I feel that you are a social butterfly, you are an entertainer, you are somebody that I feel could hold the stage. I feel that your courage, your ideas, what you wish for, you make it happen because you're bold and you're courageous, and the roar of the lion comes out here beautifully in how you're thinking. I just want to make sure that you do this, which is telling me that emotionally you'll be driven to make that happen. So this is the emotional place, but this is the cards of saying you can make that happen if you care enough. You really can. So, thank you for joining me for your reading. Till next time, Leo, thanks for joining me. Please do come back until we see what the other cards are saying all about you. Bye-bye.